I'm Richard Temshin. I'm a film and television producer, and I've been given the opportunity to create a new show for Elle Magazine, a new television show based on the magazine. The idea is to make it a real television show, a real TV, to the extent that the women who are going to do this have no previous television experiences. These women were found at random in the street. I approached them in restaurants and in stores. Generally speaking, the idea is that they would not know each other. We will draw from articles that have been written in Elle Magazine that are articles that are relevant to a television show, and we will make that visual.
And you leaving Thursday? Me too. Yeah.
So there's an element of not fear, but of I don't know how to put it. There's an element of uncertainty as far as these girls are concerned. So my bet is that the viewers are going to be basically deciding who makes it and who doesn't. Halfway. The success of this show rests completely in your hands. If you are not appealing, if you don't have the commitment, if you don't have what it takes, it collapses no matter how good I am or what I do or anybody else will do. It's not about money, it's about you. Some of you might be able to contribute more than others. So my job is to keep you real, to keep you vulnerable, and hopefully to succeed with you. There's always surprises, and I'm assuming that we'll discover the surprises as we go along.
Why do women tend to develop friendships better with males as opposed to females?
Why can't a man's wife assume the role of both Madonna and whore? Why do men find it difficult getting in touch with their feminine side?
Why don't men need a purpose to cheat, but some women do?
Why do or don't?
Why do men cheat without a real purpose? They'll just cheat. But women need a purpose, right?
Yeah, women do it for a reason.
Because we got a brain.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Have you heard the 4 questions that were posed? Are any of these 4 questions of interest to any of you to have
Totally.
answered?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I want to answer them.
Yeah.
Yes, I want to answer. Those are.
I like this one.
On that subject.
My name is Tova. I own a restaurant with my husband. So it's not a glamorous life. I get up very early in the morning. I thought it was going to drive me insane, but he really believes that if you want to stay together as a couple, you should create things together, build things together. And I'd never heard a philosophy like that. I mean, I'm American. It's like, you go to yours, I go to mine, we meet, we see.
No, I'm originally from Kansas City. I'm right from the heart of America. So I look at New York as still this wild, wonderful, crazy, amazing place, and I can't believe I live here. I'm going to bring the natural curiosity I have anyway with the fact of why I even came to live in New York. My single best quality is to not judge and accept people for who they are.
I'm new to this. I don't really have much experience, and I think that alone will be a challenge. I'm not like this career woman. I just graduated from college. I'm 31 years old, so I'm just starting life out now. You know, there are certain issues, deep issues, things that people have gone through that I could relate to. and I could make them comfortable discussing those issues with me.
I suggest each of you think of a question that you want to ask, and I also suggest that you focus very seriously on the answers. Be aware of a tempo. In other words, question, answers, question, answers, question, answers, a rhythm. Because if you let it drag, it's going to get boring. So to the next, to the next, to the next. Once you have established your tempo between the three of you, one can start, one can continue, one can finish, etc., etc.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm
Yeah, I
kind of
think
excited
I'm
about
excited.
it.
I'm excited.
I think it's more exciting for us because we're together.
Yeah.
If I was gonna go have to handle a discussion of 6 people and kind of make a forum, then I might be a little nervous. But when you're in a group, I think we'll keep it going.
And we're doing it now, before we were just talking about it, and now we're finally here.
Exactly.
And it's like,
I think we
okay,
all have the
I'm ready.
same sort of energy also. So it's like,
And at that first meeting, I kind of felt like, when you feel hot all of a sudden, you get sweaty, your heart starts beating when the camera turns to you and it's your turn. Because that was our first kind of time dealing with, this thing up in our faces and, our opinions having to come on the spot. But I'm like okay with it now.
And just meeting one another for the first time.
Exactly. Watch us
think so.
totally get up there and
Yeah.
my name is
see what we're made out of. Be interesting.
We have to
Talk
check
to
each
people we've
other's
never met
teeth.
before.
The small things are important, like Hillary Clinton says. Hair matters.
Well, thank you very much for coming to the Beer Bucket today.
Thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome. As you all know, this is a restaurant that offers great food, great atmosphere. And today, on top of what they usually provide, they're going to give you the privilege of being interviewed if you feel like it. The questions will be asked by these 3 lovely women, Tova, Nicole, and Tracy. And
Why do you feel that men do not need a reason to cheat, but most women do?
A lot of men, like they're married and they're in, like they love their wives and sex is good, the relationship is good,
But they still
step out. They still desire this more.
No matter how good somebody is, you only live once.
Right.
I have tremendous respect for men who stay faithful when their wives are great in bed. But I have even more respect for them when I know their wives are
not that good.
not that great anymore. They don't care. They're very complacent in the relationship and they don't care.
Men don't get as attached as women do. They don't have that emotion to, if it's a bond or.
I think that maybe there's hormonal changes that are involved is natural, but I think that from my perspective, I will do everything possible to keep my wife stimulated in many ways. So maybe a romantic getaway, afternoons at home in the middle of the week, whatever it takes, whatever I realize will make her happy, I'll try to do that.
I think you're one of the rare ones.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm available.
I be your wife and your whore.
Why are you using the word whore? That's a little bit extreme. By whore, do you mean sexually exciting? Because it's considered a complex, they call it the Madonna whore. It's not necessarily our word.
If you're going to be a wife, you also have to be a part whore. I mean, you've got to.
I mean, that is so old-fashioned. Most men and most women want sexually uninhibited men as well.
But having a friendship with a man and having a friendship with a woman are 2 totally different things, because a woman knows what it's like to be a woman. And she knows the struggles, and she's harder on you as a friend. She expects more from you, she's more challenging.
At a certain age, you still need to get past the point of that sexual tension sort
Right.
of thing. My male friends tell me that it's always...
There's always sex in the air.
Sex in the air kind of thing. And that's fine, because you don't have to do it.
Right, you don't have to. Men are they're easy friends. They don't question you. You're a woman. You're like foreign material. Whatever you say is okay. You know what I mean?
I think that's absolutely right. I've never thought about it like that. I think women have this incredible standard for women.
Yeah.
And if you fall anywhere below that, then you're not who they thought you were, and even vice versa. I mean, I know I've done that with women in the same way.
Because it reflects on you. Right. It's your kind.
It's your kind.
So you're a little tougher on them.
They're very tough on you, and you're very tough on them.
How natural is it to commit to one person for the rest of your life? And these questions do come up. And I'm married to a fabulous man who's the best lover I've ever had in my life. And that really was one of the key factors in making me walk down the aisle. I mean, the guy's amazing, but he was amazing in bed. And
But you know what? You just listen to what you just said. Listen to what you said. I don't want to change you. I don't want to change anything, and I think that's incredible and it's wonderful. But you said I had with him, I had the best sex that I ever had in my life. The best sex you ever had so far. But you're never gonna go farther.
oh no, I disagree with that.
Intimate issue is a lot of strings attached for a woman. As far as a man, it might be intimacy, but less emotions involved. Definitely.
Way back there was somebody who said, listen, I'm going to play a great joke. I'm going to come up with this concept of one man, one woman for life. I know it's ridiculous, but let's try it and see what happens. And was probably totally flabbergasted that it stuck.
Okay, I currently work at Tiffany's in corporate sales. I've been there for 2 years. I grew up in Hunterdon County, New Jersey, which is mostly farmland, and we grew up coming into the city all the time, and I'm one of 6 in my family, and everyone before me has come to the city to live, so when it was my time, moved to the city. Late again. I know. I'm just gonna kill you. We are all real women, so we're not a made-up character. We can really relate, and I think personally, I have the ability to have compassion and to really relate to people, and I think that opens them up. That brings them out and allows them to give a level of comfort. They say, I can trust this person. The person isn't listening or judging or trying to get ratings. This person is real. And I think that's really important, and I think that I'm a real person, and I think that I bring that to the table.
No, I'm from Singapore. I'm a model, primarily. That's my bread and butter. But I just graduated from a 2-year acting program last year. Yes, I'm married to a wonderful man called Christopher. He's an actor, also. We met at school. I lived in San Francisco for about 1.5 years before I moved to Paris for 4 years. And then I came to New York. I've been to China, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Indonesia, I've been to Mauritius, Tahiti. I think a lot of why I go away was I come from a low-income family, and a lot of my parents, my dad's right now has a stroke. So a lot of my income, I support them, as much as I can to help soften the burden for my mom.
First time I actually cried is when I was watching a music video. It was a U2 song with all the clips from September 11th. I was watching as these incredibly brave firemen, police officers, and rescue workers were running into burning buildings and rushing to their deaths.
I cried as if it were my father and brothers in those buildings when they came down. Since that day, I have felt my loneliness like I haven't before.
Now, as a single woman, I find myself becoming depressed, anxious, and when I think about how single I am, I have experienced feelings of anxiety which have bordered on panic attacks. I have been seeking love and intimacy as a solution to the anxiety of the problem I have sleeping this off.
Will I go back to being that loose and carefree person, or will this be a new me? Will it really change the way
people approach relationships in a year from now, or will we go back to business as usual?
Or will we go back to business as usual?
So now, having heard this very strong and poignant letter, I think that this particular woman should be interviewed. Obviously, she's young, she's 25 years old. She reflects a feeling that a lot of people at that age, being lonely, represent. We're looking for her as an example that someone who's affected represents a lot of people who are affected. Which one of you would like to undertake this task?
I think that we can both probe her in different ways and get different things from her.
Absolutely. We don't have to agree on everything, because then it makes it so boring,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think to bring a little, twist to that. Sometimes, it takes a tragedy as such to happen when it wakes you up from a certain...
because when it did happen, then I wish that I did have somebody there with me, and it was pretty scary.
The sense of fear of mortality, of course. You feel like you need someone to share that with you. Does that ever occur to you think? during the whole course of...
Yeah, because I was very afraid of being alone. I was thinking if I was here with somebody right now, I probably wouldn't be as afraid. I probably wouldn't have, you know, like this deathly fear over me.
You're past 25, and people at the age of, you know, between 25 and 30, they have this idea in their heads that, okay, it's time to get serious. Yeah, it's getting late. I need to settle down and create a family and, you know, be someone more stable. Does that occur to you that maybe has a lot to do with...
There's a lot to do with age. Yeah, I think it has a lot to do with age, but at the same time, I think it has a lot to do with taking life more seriously because of the things that have happened. So now I won't date a guy that I don't think I could possibly have, you know, marriage with. You know, anything close to something serious, I won't even look at the guy. And that was so strange for me because I've always just, you know, oh, if he was cute, yeah, I'll date him, you know, that kind of thing.
Because, well, I'm a little bit afraid. Yeah. I'm really not sure what's going to happen in the future, so I might make this decision where before you probably went full force with all of your ambition and desires and intentions, and now you're really thinking things through more.
What was that again?
Sort of that maybe, you know, going forward.
What do you think? Did we accomplish what we need to get from her, or?
I think that we got something different than what we set out to get.
You think?
I still think that we got some good things from her, but I mean, maybe it's because so much time has passed, and it's been 5 months.
Yeah, it's not the impact is no longer as strong as I think.
People feel comfortable talking to me, and I think if we want to make a difference, if we want to have honest contact and connect to be the ambassadors, then I think that is the number one priority.
Morning, Tom.
Hello, Tosca. How are you?
Happy birthday. I'll see you tonight.
All right.
What I could add to that is the fact that I'm not from here. I was born in the Netherlands. I don't know the lifestyles of several kinds of New York women, so I may just ask that one question that everybody goes,
I wasn't thinking of that.
And I may not, but I may.
I grew up as a daughter of a diplomat, and I've lived in a lot of different places. They're in a really great way in that, like, you learn the language, you become part of it, and so, like, I speak French, English, Spanish, Italian on a good day, and Portuguese on another good day. I'm taking German and I'm studying Arabic.
Oh, that's amazing.
In my years so far, I've been Swiss, I've been French, I've been Mexican, I've been American, I've been a New Yorker. I'm really curious of people. I love to travel. I love to discover new things. When you read something and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening in the world. What do you mean this still happens? Why does this still happen? And I'd be really interested in finding those kind of stories. Like, it's not that there's anything new in the world. It's just that there's a lot of people that don't know about a lot of things.
So many men would like to buy underwear for women, they just don't know how to approach it. And I think you have to go into a lingerie store and start talking to men about how they go about buying lingerie, because most women, when they get lingerie for men, they go like, oh my God.
We're going to a lingerie store.
To a lingerie store. Because Toshka needs really frilly stuff for tonight.
I need frilly stuff. So we're going to see if we can find some men who are willing to help me find something for a special evening.
Exactly. Have you ever gotten some underwear for a woman? See? Where are you from?
Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire.
Yeah. De la lingerie, des petites culottes. Ah, yes, you have.
What we're going to try and find out today is why men, obviously, get so nervous about it. That's what I don't know. Most men don't even buy their own underwear. Because, did you see that survey?
That
men let their wives or girlfriends or whoever they're with buy their underwear, moms, for them, because they don't even want to buy their own underwear, let alone buy underwear for.
Well, I think a lot of American girls buy boxers.
My grandmother used to wear something that was almost like boxers.
Yeah,
they're so big.
That's what I mean. You like that?
No, but I do like comfortable underwear.
You see, I find like there's like cotton G-strings. That's what I wear every day.
I like lace and pretty little ornaments and stuff.
Et donc, ça veut dire comment vous appelez?
Alexandra. Bye-bye.
Show us something.
Yeah, show us
us
some
something
cool
that
titties.
you know that a lot of men go for.
See, this is what men like most, yeah. And then the girlfriends come back and return it.
You're kidding.
And then the girlfriends take what? If they return it?
She take the store credit and break up with him.
Really? Can I ask you who you're buying this for?
My girlfriend?
Really?
Do you do that often?
No.
You
First
don't?
time.
Really? What made you decide to go out and buy something for her this time?
Well, I'm still deciding, just looking still. Not quite sure.
What's your girlfriend's body is like?
She's 5'8", 5'9".
When she's this big, you carry her
She's
around.
slim.
Would she look good in these?
She would, but I'm not sure she'll wear them.
Do you like these?
Not really.
You can say you don't like them. Would you be as daring to buy something like this for her? Would she like this kind of thing? Would you like this kind of thing?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah. Do you know how to play with it? Oh, so this like sucks you in. Yeah, like a.
If you feel like one of those days you need some
It goes higher?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it goes up here.
Yeah, that's why.
Do you like the way this would look?
It's a little high up, isn't it? A
Make
little,
you feel?
a little too high. I like her stomach. That's just big.
Did you feel nervous at all walking
Yeah.
in here? You did.
Yeah.
You did. Why do you think that is?
Buying underwear and 3 ladies.
I think this will be like something you'd want to see your woman in.
It's not for everybody. It's for certain types of bodies, I think.
You can't see anything in this.
Actually, I like that. I like that because
Actually, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't go. You would go for this.
I would go for that. I'm more into the style than like how she would look in it as opposed to how everything is supposed to look.
Why do you think some men are totally into buying their girlfriend's lingerie and other men
Are not
are totally not?
against it. They feel
Against it,
uncomfortable.
but yes,
they're
they feel-
uncomfortable
Why are they uncomfortable?
because they're comfortable with who they are and their performance.
I think other men are against it because they're not comfortable with how they feel about the woman per se. It's not about the man, it's about the woman and how the woman would react to certain things like that.
My boyfriend buys me something like what do we have here? Like
Would she be insulted?
my boyfriend, sorry,
Insulted in that.
buys me something like this. He wouldn't buy it because he'd be afraid that he came home, gave this to me, and I would slap him. Go, who the hell do you think I am?
Too sexy, you won't be able to handle it.
Lingerie is one of the key, all right, to picking up the relations to a different level.
I'm going home to my man tonight.
Okay.
What do you think would make him really happy if I came home in what? You go.
This is something an intelligent man would find appealing.
Right. It's
Not too blatant, you know?
Yeah.
It just says...
You go for
It
this.
says you should try it on, that's what it says.
Please. Okay, so here I come. Like I wear this, either this or this. Then how do I make it look like I'm naturally coming out of the bedroom?
Well, you're not.
Look, honey, I'm not. No, but how
Naturally,
do you?
you're not.
How do you? How do you
It's
do
all
that?
planned. What's the plan? To look sexy for your man.
All
What you
right.
want to wear? Lingerie. Forget about it.
We got the little
She's gonna
string.
wear that. This on top of it. Some nice red pumps. Okay? And she's gonna walk around and she's gonna serve me.
Excuse me? Just because I wear this, I have to.
Actually, you will get served.
I will be served. Thank you.
Are you
I'll
one of
take
those
care of
men who would like the French
I would get
maid
served.
little suit for the woman?
Yes.
That's amazing.
You think that's amazing, the French maid?
That's beautiful.
But why? Because she's gonna clean up after you?
No, because she's gonna
I
act.
missed that.
She's gonna be an actress.
It's very sexy.
I don't know, could you come out?
Whoa.
Is he okay with this?
It's okay. Boots a little off, but
It was
it
either
looks
that
good
or.
on you. You know, see now, in order for you to wear that, you'll come out all loose and comfortable. All right, you would just lounge in the apartment.
Candles.
Light some
Oh, definitely
candles.
candles.
Very pretty.
I'm good.
The bra. But,
Yeah, the bra.
of
Yeah,
course.
the bra will go.
Yeah,
But you know,
everything's
you
go.
don't. Some stuff is only for him, right?
You've come here today, you've exposed yourself, you've been as vulnerable as you can be, but I walk away from this meeting with a sense of who can offer what. What are some of the subject matters that you may have been thinking about on your own?
Why are men afraid to commit to women?
And some women.
Yeah, but I guess, yeah, men and women in general. I go find out men who's in a relationship for a bunch of years with a woman and why he's still in a relationship with her and not married.
So what do you do if you're pregnant and you have tests done and you find out that something is wrong with your baby? In a world where we have so many choices now, do you keep your child? Do you not keep your child? Yes, how do you live with the choice that you've made?
World, how certain companies hire women because of certain ideas that they have about women. Especially, for me, it's the market where women are specifically targeted.
I think a very good question would be, do women dress for women, ourselves, or do we dress for men, to get attraction from men? I think that would be a very good question.
And mine is not a heavy subject at all, but it's something that I love movies. And what I always find is that movie reviewers are always men. So I think it could be interesting if maybe two of the women here to have some conflicting points of views, because that's always more interesting. Could see films together and just have it discussed, maybe ask some people as they come out of the movie, gather a few opinions, and then give a little review. I just think it's entertaining, it's informative, women will like it.
As we grow and develop week after week and we see these women become better and better professionals, we have made a difference in these women's lives. They in turn can make a difference in other women's lives by what they are reporting on. And as they get better and better every week, it becomes obvious that either they qualify for the job or they do not qualify for the job. So their job is on the line. What we will see is, as the show evolves, that some of them are more talented than others. Those who belong will remain, the others will be asked to leave and be replaced.